In this video, I would like to talk about what I think is the best and my most favorite Bible verse of all time. So this Bible verse can be located within the book of Job on the Old Testament of the Bible. In summary, the book of Job addresses theodicy, or why God permits evil in the world, through the experiences of an eponymous protagonist named Job. Job is a wealthy and God-fearing man with a comfortable life and a large family. God asks Satan for his opinion on Job's piety. When Satan states that Job would turn away from God if he were penniless, without his family and being materially uncomfortable, God allows him to do so. The rest of the book deals with Job successfully defending himself against his friends who were unwilling to help him, whom God admonishes, and God's sovereignty over nature. Now, according to BibleHub.com, the 7th chapter of Job presents a raw, unfiltered look at human suffering and the questions it brings forth, as Job continues to lament over his suffering, comparing life to laborious service, and questioning why man is the target of divine scrutiny. He then seeks relief, fearing that death would soon prevent him from experiencing any. And despite his despair, Job had never renounced God completely, demonstrating his enduring faith amidst overwhelming anguish. And in this chapter is where you can find my favorite Bible verse of all time, which is, "Remember that my life is but wind, and my eyes shall not return to see good things." Job chapter 7 verse 7. So the meaning behind this verse is that Job had prayed for a merciful death. When Job had uttered the word remember, this means that he was praying to God. And because he saw his life as a breath, which means meaningless, this means that Job had also determined that his life, in whom the meaning of it would also disappear as quickly after he takes his last breath. This is also when Job had prayed for God's mercy, so that the suffering given by God could end quickly. The reason as to why I enjoy this specific Bible verse a lot, is that it can also mean that, of course, life can be very short and life can go by in a flash, which means, like, for example, 10 years ago could literally just feel like it was yesterday. Another reason why I enjoy this Bible verse is because that sometimes you basically do not know what to do in life, and or that sometimes when you experience moments that made you happy in the past, it may unfortunately be something that you will never experience again, which on the long run makes you sad once again. Sometimes I may also think of this Bible verse whenever I break up with a close friend of mine, whenever my parents criticize me and make me feel uncomfortable, or whenever I'm trying my best to apologize to someone and they don't forgive me, in which I try to convince them hard enough for them to forgive me. I have also been through numerous low points in my life recently, and every time I'm feeling down, I will always think about that very specific Bible verse, as it reminds me that sometimes I may have to deal with the bad things in life, and that it may eventually go away, and that me coming back to experience happiness the same way I did 10 years ago may never come back, and that I may simply just have to move on in my life so that my suffering can end from there on out, which it will, in the end. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more videos talking about my faith and perspective, then please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. I would greatly appreciate the kind support you can give out to me. Alright, so this is all I'm gonna say here, so therefore, goodbye for now.